Yeah. Ooh.
That's good.
All right.
Let's see.
Now, is this where you did your album here?
Yep, this is where I did it.
Which studio did you work in?
I worked in Studio A and Studio B, and there's Michael.
Producer?
Michael? Producer Michael. Look at him. Ooh, look at that shirt.
Good morning.
What are you up to?
Hey, just hanging out. Ingrid's taking us around the studio.
Cool. Let's check it out.
Michael Koppelman, how did you get to work here at Paisley Park?
Well, pretty much a fluke in that I was just looking for a job as an assistant engineer. I was pretty much just out of school. I was working at one other studio and just came here looking for a job and got it, you know, kind of a thing. Gave him my business card, the whole works. And then by working here, I ended up working with Prince, assisting with an engineer named Femi Gia. Great guy. Anyway, Femi took off at one point, so I took over engineering for Prince and did that for like 2 years or something. Worked on Graffiti Bridge and Diamonds and Pearls, the last one. And then through that, I actually just gave Prince a tape one day of a groove I was working on. I said, yo, dude, check it out. And he listened to it and he came back and said, yeah, make it a song for Ingrid. Because we were just starting to put her album together at that point. So I worked on something like that, and Prince actually decided to put Ingrid and I together, and the studio just gave us a few days, and we cranked out a couple more. About the size of it, in a nutshell.
Now, what was it about Ingrid's poetry and lyrics that really excited you?
I don't know, I guess there's a fearlessness in her, like she's determined and pretty much fearless. No matter what happens, you know, she's moving on. It's not like, there's not so much insecurity, you know, I don't know. It's like how many people come up to you and tell you that they're a poet. That's what they do for a living, they're a poet, you know. No one's ever in my life come up and said that, you know. No one really does that. Ingrid does. She makes a living.
Is that when you first met Ingrid? Would have been around Graffiti Bridge times, or?
Yeah, and in fact, we were, because she was in the movie, obviously, and we met a little bit around then while she was here shooting the movie, and then we were in LA editing and mixing and all that for the movie, is when we went into the studio, because that's why we were out there. So Prince just took that opportunity and said, hey, go do that for a while.
Now, what track did you do first with her?
The first one was called Little Mama. It's sort of, I mean, pseudo-reggae-ish sort of thing. I mean, we didn't go that far. But it was pretty spontaneous. Both the songs we worked on together, Little Mama and Hippie Blood, were collaborative, like right there and now. A lot of people collaborate, but like I write a track, I give it to you, and then you work on lyrics and you go, hey, something like this, you know, it's like, you take it home.
Take it home.
But we were just sort of like, okay, do this. And she'd be like, yeah, okay, now do this. And it just went boom, 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 boom. Like we did a song a day. We did 2 songs in 2 days. That came out pretty good.
'Cause I'm gonna make it, maybe even twice, yeah.
Hippie Blood is the new single, and Do you think that this is going to be the thing that, you know, that really breaks Ingrid, that gets some attention to her? Or do you think it's going to be difficult just because, like you say, she is a poet, and this is what she does, and not many people come out and say, I'm a poet and there's music up under here, but, you know, people say I'm a rapper, but they don't say I'm a poet.
It's a strange thing. I mean, I think Hippie Blood's a good tune, and a lot of people I play for really get off on it, but like the machinery that makes hits kind of thing, it's not always that level per se, you know. If you're not influenced the programming director to play it, you know, it doesn't matter if 800 million people would love it if that guy doesn't put it on for whatever reason, you know. A lot of the best music you got to look for. Anyone that likes music knows that. It's not on the top 10 where you find the best music, you know.
Yeah.
Some people get caught up in that. They want hits and money and all that. Great, have it, take it. You know, let's try to make some good music.
Now, what's the difference, let's say, between working with Ingrid and working with Prince, like on Diamonds and Pearls?
Well, Prince is obviously the captain of his own ship, and you basically are just, you know, one of his tools in the creative process or whatever, you know. You try to make what he wants to do happen, kind of a thing. And although, I mean, he does ask for input and take input from a lot of different people, basically, you know, it's his thing, like that. You know, when Ingrid and I worked together, it was much more give and take, you know, it wasn't,
real collaboration.
She wasn't saying, okay, now you're going to do this, and now you're going to do that. It was like, should we do this? No, let's do that. You know.
What are some of your favorite moments on Diamonds and Pearls?
Well, I love, as usually happens, I love all the tunes I didn't work on. You know, you can still stand them. I love Willing and Able, and I like the acoustic stuff, Money Don't Matter Tonight, and that sort of thing.
Which ones did you work on?
I actually worked on all of them, but I didn't track either of those, for example. They were recorded in Japan when they were on tour.
Do you ever get a chance to add something in? Does he ever say, well, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I tell people that there's like one measure of me playing guitar on Diamonds and Pearls. Because in what he said, you know, you can put some tracks in now, and he went home. And he loves to keep you working. You know, you're always working, kind of thing. So he left, and I just put on some guitar parts, of which he like unmuted it for like 2 times. But hey, you know, it's 4 notes that wouldn't have been on there if it wasn't for me.